बहुत टाइम बाद वीडियो बन रही है एंड ये मेरा सेकंड सेकंड अटेम्प्ट है वीडियो बनाने का एंड मेरे पास बहुत कम टाइम है। आई विल एक्सप्लेन एवरीथिंग इन द वीडियो और मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा आदत है ऑफ टॉपिक जाने की, तो ताकि मैं ऑफ टॉपिक ना जाऊँ मैंने एक पीपीटी बना रखी है ताकि मैं सब कुछ डिटेल्ड बताऊँ, क्योंकि बेसिकली 4 महीने बाद वीडियो बना रहा हूँ मैं एंड बहुत कुछ हो गया है 4 महीने में। आई वांट टू शेयर एवरीथिंग बट इतना टाइम कभी नहीं मिलने वाला। लाइक मेरी लास्ट वीडियो में जो मैं रिकॉर्ड कर रहा था, जो कि क्या बोलते हैं, मुझे डिलीट करनी पड़ी, वो इसलिए हुआ क्योंकि मैंने आधा घंटा से मैं सिर्फ इंग्लिश बोल रहा था एंड मैंने आधे टॉपिक भी क्लियर नहीं किए थे एंड फॉर सम रीज़न आई फॉरगॉट कि मुझे हिंदी में बात करनी है। सो अभी मैं दोबारा रिकॉर्ड करने बैठा हूँ शाम को एंड होपफुली इट ऑल गोज़ वेल। और मैं सोच रहा था कि मैं पीपीटी को भी स्क्रीन रिकॉर्ड करूँगा, जो मैंने पीपीटी बनाई है, बट फॉर सम रीज़न ओबीएस इज़ नॉट वर्किंग एंड मेरे पास इतना टाइम नहीं है फिगर आउट करने का कि व्हाट्स रॉन्ग। तो पहले मैं रिकॉर्ड कर लेता हूँ, पीपीटी सामने मेरे लैपटॉप पे खुली हुई है और मैं बाद में एडिटिंग के वक़्त ये पीपीटी लगा दूँगा वहाँ पर। सो फर्स्ट पेज इज़ वेलकम पेज और वेलकम मैंने कर लिया है। लाइक कर देना वीडियो को। तो फर्स्ट पीपीटी का टाइटल है व्हाट वाज़ आई डूइंग? गोइंग थ्रू वियर्ड फेजेज़ ऑफ लाइफ ऑफ कोर्स, and I'll have to be careful because every time I move, like do something with my mic, it records the mic itself. So मैं एडिटिंग के वक्त ठीक कर दूंगा यार वो। सी मैं ऑफ टॉपिक पहुंच जाता हूँ, पीपीटी बहुत जरूरी है बनाना। गोइंग थ्रू वियर्ड फेजेस ऑफ लाइफ, आई वॉज नॉट बीइंग लेजी, I no longer had the resources to make the type of videos I used to make. Yes, uh, a lot of things happened which I am going to share in this video, जो कि मैंने अभी बताया। First of all, I shifted to a different city and I am currently living in a rented PG with my two other roommates. Yes. Okay, so how I ended up in a different city, living far away from my family. Like अब मैं कहीं और ही रह रहा हूँ, मेरे पास ये सारा सेटअप नहीं है वीडियो बनाने के लिए, ठीक है? और 4 महीने से इसलिए वीडियो नहीं आ पाई है। I'll explain everything कि मैं कैसे वहाँ पे पहुँच गया। Because I used to share everything in my videos, like what my plans are about future, and I never mentioned anything about moving to a different city. So yeah, I'll have to explain everything now, जो ज़रूरी भी है। इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन। करियर प्लानिंग, हाँ, सबसे पहले तो मैं मूव किया करियर के वास्ते अपने। आई एम स्टडीइंग इन अ गुड यूनिवर्सिटी राइट नाउ, गुड यूनिवर्सिटी, जिसका मैं नाम रिवील नहीं करने वाला हूँ, एटलीस्ट अभी रिवील नहीं करने वाला हूँ। एंड उसके लिए मुझे डिफरेंट सिटी में जाना पड़ा, वहाँ मैं पीजी में रह रहा हूँ एंड पीजी में ऑफ कोर्स आई डोंट हैव द प्राइवेसी टू मेक वीडियोस एंड आई एम लिविंग विद माय टू अदर रूममेट्स, जो कि जिनमें अंडरस्टैंडिंग तो इतनी नहीं है बट है। सो माय इनिशियल प्लान वाज टू टेक अ 1 ईयर ड्रॉप फ्रॉम स्टडीज एंड मेरा ये प्लान था कि मैं 1 साल का ड्रॉप लूँगा स्टडीज़ में और उसमें सब कुछ एक्सप्लोर करूँगा, अपने इंटरेस्ट को। और क्या बोलते हैं, लाइक माय प्लान वाज़ टू चूज़ कंप्यूटर साइंस पहले भी, अभी भी कंप्यूटर साइंस में हूँ। बट इट वाज़ जस्ट कि मैं 1 साल पहले एक्सपीरियंस ले लूँ, उसके बाद यूनिवर्सिटी जाऊँ और थोड़े पैसे इकट्ठे कर लूँ फीस के लिए। सो दैट्स नॉट गोना वर्क एनीमोर। But something happened and I had to cancel the plan, and I'm here now, which is pretty cool. Yes, it is pretty cool. Like I'm glad कि मेरे घर वालों ने नहीं सुनी, मैंने घर वालों की सुन ली, and now I'm gaining बहुत सारे different experiences and it's really fun. It's fun, but mostly in what sense that I'm really productive now. I work a lot. I like literally work 10 or 12 hours every day. अभी बस मैं कुछ दिन घर आया हुआ था, तो मैंने वो काम नहीं किया, ऑफ कोर्स छुट्टी पे आया हूँ मैं, क्यों करूँगा काम? एंड that is why I was not able to make any videos for YouTube, because so many things were happening so quickly at that time. There was not a single fixed idea to make a video about. So इतना कुछ हो रहा था, just see, at this point my YouTube channel is only about self improvement, my improvement. So everything I used to learn or any new experience I used to have, I used to share on my this channel. But at that time So many things were happening. I was learning so many things that I couldn't fix like a s- specific agenda to talk about in the video, and I needed time to sit back and watch everything happening, so that finally when I under see the point is, पहले मुझे समझ आना चाहिए सब कुछ क्या-क्या हो रहा है। जब मुझे समझ आएगा तभी समझाऊँगा ना कि क्या-क्या हुआ। सो अब जाके 4 महीने बाद मुझे लग रहा है कि जो हुआ, क्या हुआ, एंड मैं समझाने लायक हूँ अभी, तो वही मैं समझा रहा हूँ सबको। ओके, सो लेट्स स्टार्ट द एक्चुअल टॉपिक ऑफ दिस वीडियो। ये सिर्फ इंट्रोडक्शन थी। सो नेक्स्ट स्लाइड। Topic of this video, I am going to share my experience and everything that I have learned in these past 4 months. 4 months equal to 4 chapters. Each chapter has content of what I have learned from my own personal experience. I will try to wrap it up quickly. That is why I'm using this format of making video. इसलिए मैंने पीपीटी रखी है यहाँ पर साइड में, ताकि मैं ऑफ टॉपिक ना आ जाऊँ। एंड बाय द वे, हाउ इज माय shirt looking? And I bought this, by the way. It's from Naruto. Health. So yeah, first chapter and the first month that I learned, the first thing that I learned in my 4 months ki journey was health. Health is really important, and we will learn that in next slides. Health. Become self-aware. See, the first point about health is for you to become self-aware about yourself. Okay. When I say self-aware is to for you to be aware whenever you're doing something which is not good for your health, whenever you're eating something which is not good for your health. Like, be aware when you are eating that burger or pizza. Be aware when you are chugging down those, you know, Red Bulls and cold drinks. They're not good for you, okay? So be aware when you are drinking. Most of the time we're not aware of our own action, and then we blame other people for that. So that's not good. Become self-aware first of all, if you want to improve your health. Health is important. Everyone knows it, but no one takes it seriously until it's too late. Start from eating healthy. It is not expensive. Yes, healthy food is not expensive. Unhealthy food might be sometimes. Sometimes healthy food can also be expensive if you're eating outside, but mostly if you can prepare anything, like even raw, you don't need to cook anything well. You just need to take care of your guts. Okay, just eat healthy food. It's not expensive. Start from okay, avoid packaged food. That goes without any saying. I don't need to explain it. Packaged food is bad for your health. No, some of them are exceptions. Like sometimes you need to buy packaged milk, tofu, those kind of things. Those kind of things are an exceptions, but I can still explain you what to choose and what not to choose. Basically, those food items that have a really short shelf life, like milk, tofu, and anything like that, which has a really short shelf life, they are mostly good to consume. But those kind of food items which can be there for like 1 or 2 years, they have a lot of preservatives. They're not good for your health, so avoid them. Okay, so next point is, if you can't avoid eating unhealthy, make sure that you are eating healthy food also. Sometimes there will be like circumstances are like that you can't eat healthy. So you have to eat whatever is available. So in those kind of circumstances, you can't do anything. So what I have to say is, just eat healthy when you have the option. Okay, and when you don't have the option, just eat whatever you have, unless it's something you should not eat, like starve yourself, but don't eat like bad. So you know it's bats are not good for your health. If you can't okay, exercise daily. Okay, when I say exercise daily, I don't mean go to gyms, lift weights. If you can do that, that's good, but some of us don't have the time, or our schedule is like that we can't go to gym, or the gym is far away from your home. That can also be a valid reason to not go to gyms. But if you can go to gyms, surely go to gyms. And because firstly it will keep you like grounded, so that's why it's important. But if you can't go to gym, I'll suggest that just do running, have some kind of physical activities. Don't l- like don't rot on your bed. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Yes. Start doing small things today that will give you result in long run. When I say short things, small things, I mean that, see, it's a choice, okay? Being healthy is a choice, and you make that choice every single second, okay? It's my choice right now to sit in a good posture, okay? I'm not sitting like this because I don't want my posture to be bad. I'm sitting like this because, yeah, I'm making a choice to be healthy. I'm making a choice to have a healthy posture. Why health? At this point, I have more videos about health than anything else. It's true, and it is working for me. Yes, it's working for me. Like, 4 or 5 months ago, my health was not that good, and now I'm doing pretty good. Uh, Pretty good, and it's working for me. You are important. Yes, you are important. Why focus on health? Because you are important, my guy, my friend, my sister. You are important. Self love. Yes, eating good food, taking care of your body is a form of self love, and you'll have to agree on that. Like, that's just how self love works. Like, if you don't, like, why would you see, you won't, like, give poison to someone you love, right? And these junk foods are poison for your body. So if you love yourself, why are you giving poison to yourself? That's not the case. You don't love yourself if you the type of suicidal maniac. So just eat whatever you want. I won't stop you. If you have no self love, and you're not alone. Yes, you're not alone. You have your family, you have your friends, you have your peers who depend on you. So you need to live long enough to serve them. By serve them, like, your family needs you, your friends sort of need you. So yeah, they won't want that you die in a early, like in a very young age. That's not good for them and for you as well. Okay, don't live because of them, live because of you, but keep in mind that if something happens to you, your parents are also going to be affected by that. Okay, if you have goals or future okay, if you have goals for your future and a dream to accomplish, health should be the first thing you should work on. Yes, because, for example, if you have any long term goals that are going to be accomplished in next 10 or 20 years, your first priority should be to work on your health, because you want to make sure that you live long enough to work on those dreams. Like, you might die with a heart attack in next decade or so. Like, if you look at the data of young men, in especially Indian men, who are dying in a really young age, it's huge. Okay, so many men are dying in a young age in their 20s. It's because of that, because they are only working and they're stressing a lot, and they're not they forget about their heart health. So yeah, heart health is important. You are important. Work on your goals, but work on yourself as well. Next slide. Career, yes. So the next chapter is career. Next month, next chapter is career. This is the time when I chose my university, and I decided to not take a 1 year break from studies and continue my studies. And yeah, I have a bad habit of moving my eyebrows now. Don't mind it, okay? So yeah, the second chapter is career. Let's see what is in this chapter. Career. Being young, career advice from me might not sound relevant, but I have a good amount of experience compared to my age mates. That's true. Like, I've talked about myself a lot. Like, you already know that I do work. Okay, I do work. I have some experience. I can talk about it, so I can at least share a few things. Firstly, be self-aware, and it's never too late. Yes, just like health, even in your career, you need to be self-aware of your own actions first. What you have been doing all this time, and what you're going to do in future. So being self-aware is important for every phase of your life. Be self-aware of every action. That's how I think you can at least start thinking about your career. Firstly, be self okay. Sometimes things you desire the most, things you want the most, are not really meant for you. Like, firstly, I wanted to go into animation. Also, I had few career options for me. Firstly, it was computer science, animation, and tattoo designing. And from those three, I wanted that I'll take a 1 year gap and I'll explore all these three options, and then I'll choose my university and my course. And that was my initial plan, but it didn't work out that way. My parents didn't agree uh, for a 1 year gap, because at that time I had no clients. I lost my job and I was not working at all. So my parents were afraid about my career. So they were just trying everything they could do for me. And I'm really glad that they helped me out. They were like, we can pay the fees. Choose any university you want. We won't like give any suggestions. The university you like, the place where you want to go, the course you like, we're not going to interfere in that. But right now, they saw that I was looking for jobs for quite a few months now, and they saw that I'm struggling right now. So they were like, just for once follow our this advice that you start studying. We will pay the fees and the rents. Just start studying, you will figure it out on your way. And that was true. Thank God they did that. Now I'm just studying computer science. I'll be more specific. I'm studying BCA, not CSC. Doing general BCA, not without any specialization. And yeah, I'm learning C right now. So that was the best outcome for me. Even though that was not what I was desiring in the first place, what was but it worked for me. And I think this is the same case with many other people of my age as well, not just my age. Like with people in general, they chase after this one thing over and over and they fail in that, but maybe it's not meant for you. So yeah, don't be afraid of these kind of things. See, okay, so what you try to avoid so much is what you really need in life. So I was really avoiding going to university. I was really avoiding any courses and all, but that was really what I needed. And now my life is on track. I'm earning, I'm studying, and I'm living in a different city, and it's all going well. It's all going well. Alhamdulillah. I think that's what you say. I think. And what you try to avoid. Oh, I already said that. Learning and acquiring skills are important no matter what field you choose. Okay, no matter what field you are in, मैटर नहीं करता तुम एनिमेशन कर रहे हो, कुछ भी कर रहे हो, ठीक है? उसमें लर्निंग एक कांस्टेंट है, ठीक है? लर्निंग कॉन्स्टेंटली तुम्हारी चलनी चाहिए, वो नहीं रुकनी चाहिए, ठीक है? दैट्स हाउ यू ग्रो. लाइक देयर इज़ अ रीज़न दैट आवर पेरेंट्स most of our parents kept doing the same job over and over because they were not learning new things, they were not trying new things. But for you, we are young and we have the opportunities and we have so many resources, so we can constantly keep learning and try different things. That is a I'd say that's why I think our generation is better, because we can, like, we have so many resources. Okay, so next slide. Career. There is no easy way to earn money and get successful. If someone tries to tell you that this is uh, idea of an instant growth, just run away. Okay. So one more thing I learned, that there's no easy way for learning money. There's no quick way for earning money. There's people show you that do trading and all those kind of thing. You can start earning money without any low, efforts, and those kind of things are lie. I have known those people personally. They are like that's all for a show. It's not true. There's no quick way of earning money. Like, when I say money, I mean good amount of money. There's no easy way of that. You need to be worthy of that money. Even if you get a good amount of money from a lottery or somewhere else, you won't be able to sustain that money because you didn't earn it. You are not worthy of that money. You will spend it and you'll get broke again. If you earn that money yourself, you spend the time to learn and acquire those skills, and you use the skills to earn the money, then you'll be worthy of keeping that money, because you will be able to sustain it. And the thing about earning money is you need to have consistency in it. When you get your first paycheck, like if you're doing a job and you get your first paycheck, the thing in your mind, the first thought in your mind is should not be about spending that money. Uh, I'm not going to talk about investing that money either, because of course you need to spend it somewhere. But the first thought should be that how are you going to earn the second paycheck now? Okay, earning first time is easy, but keep earning, like keeping the flow of that earning is difficult. Okay, so right after you get your first paycheck, work toward getting your second paycheck. At least that's how you will have to do in the beginning of your career. And when you become an entrepreneur or something, when the money is passive, you don't have to worry about this. But this is some advice I think I needed to hear myself, I needed to learn myself. And I think many of you also need to hear this. Okay, earning money is easy. Keep earning money, like keeping the flow of money in your bank account is difficult. Okay, and especially maintaining and increasing that flow of money, that is difficult. Okay, so don't, before spending all of your paycheck, just remember that you need to earn it again. I think that that point was kind of irrelevant, because if you're doing a job, so like you are gonna get it. Okay, so I'm going off track again, even with the PPT. Oh god, just because you have not figured out what you want to do in your life doesn't mean you should stop doing work. Yeah, keep doing your work, you'll figure it out on the way. That's pretty self-explanatory. I don't have any story to share with it. Do not blame your consequences and your parents for your miserable life. Yeah, I used to be that kind of person who like used to blame the consequence, blame everything, everyone, but not myself. But that in that chapter, in that month, I realized that it's my fault. I'm the one to be blamed. Even if you think, even if you're sure that it's not your fault, it's your parents' fault, it's someone else's fault. But still, keep in mind that it's still your fault, because you can't change your parents or your consequences or your circumstances. You can only change yourself. So just keep in mind it's your fault, so that you can work on changing yourself. Okay, there is always something you can do. It might not be something you want to do. Just like I explained in the previous slide, there's always something you can do. It might not be what you planned initially, what you really wanted to do, but there is something you can always do. So keep that in mind. I think this chapter is over now. Yes, the third chapter, and I think this is going to be the longest chapter so far. Third month and third chapter. It is about romantic relationships. Let's go. Romantic relationships. So ये slides थोड़ी different होने वाली है. So firstly, I'm going to talk about the pros of having a romantic relationship. Like people like argue a lot. Like should you be in a relationship in your when you have to build your career, like in your these ages, like in your 20s, should you be in a relationship? So I'll share the pros and cons of of being in a relationship. So the I'll keep it short. Trust me, the video is going to be short. It's for 24 minutes already. I don't think it's going to be short. I mean, that's how quality content work, right? I think I'll divide it in two parts to keep it healthier for you. Like I don't want to be sitting like I'm talking about productivity, and I'm making you watch video of like long video, like maybe it will be last for 40 minutes, I guess. See, like it will be quite hypocritical of me if I say that do your work, be productive, and I'm making you waste your time and making you watch a 40 minutes long video. So I'll just make different parts, I think. Trust me, the video, no, it's not going to be short. Relationships make you self-aware. Yes. In the previous two chapters, I talk about becoming self-aware and how important it is and how it will work, how it will help you in those the two chapters. And this third chapter, relationships, they help you become self-aware of yourself, because now there is a second person who can tell you about your mistakes and tell you what to do, tell you what you are wrong at. So you become pretty self-aware. So yeah, your pa- your partner is your permanent best friend. Yes, your partner understands you. Yes, that's a pro as well. You stop caring about what other thinks of you. Yes, because now you only need validation from this that one person who you love, who loves you. So you don't seek validation from other people. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. You don't need to, like, if even attention seekers, like those kind of people who seek others' attention, even they switch to one people only after they get in a good relationship. Okay, you will never feel alone mentally. Okay, you will never feel alone emotionally. You will never feel alone because there'll be someone who understands you. Will change the perspective of your life, because now you are seeing life from two different perspectives at least. Here's a life that you lived, here's the life that you are living, and your partner lived a different life and is living a different life. So now you have two perspectives, now, which is good. You will feel highly motivated to do your work, because you everyone wants ki their partner works hard, right? And everyone wants ke we give the best to our partner by working hard today and giving them the best future. So that kind of motivation is what people really need sometimes. And just like me, I also needed that. I'm working 10 hours a day, sometimes even more. So yeah, my biggest motivation is my girlfriend. Yes. Like, it's a bigger topic. It like, I can make a different video on it. But yeah, for starters, I'll say that relationship, for some people, for most of the people actually, can be the biggest motivation for your life, because your romantic partner is going to be with you forever, at least. Okay, your parents might die, your friends will leave, but you're going to marry that person. You're going to start a family with that person. So yeah, that can be the biggest motivation for you and for me as well. Second slide is, you become more polite and more gentle. That's been my case. Okay. And yeah, assurance that even if everyone leaves you, there's going to be someone who will be there for you. That's true. You will feel more safe and secure about your future, of course. It is never too early to get into a relationship with the person you love. You can build yourself, your career, while being with the person whom you're working so hard for. Like, if you don't have a relationship, you won't have that kind of motivation. You will be working hard for someone you imagine, someone you fantasize to, like, marry someday. But when you are in a relationship, the person you are going to marry is right there with you. So you are more motivated, and now you can focus on your career, because you don't, like, after 10 years you won't have to worry about getting married and choosing a partner, because you already have that partner. So yeah, etc. There are many pros. Okay, it doesn't stop here. Now the next slide is, but that is not true for everyone. Yes, the pros that I have shared in this PPT are not true for everyone. Okay, of course, all the pros that I have mentioned might not be true for everybody, as it is only possible if you have the right partner who knows how to treat you. Yes, all the pros might be working in opposite if you choose the wrong person as your partner. Yes, how to choose the right partner? How to choose the right partner? You don't choose them, they just fall from the sky to save you. Yes. That's a whole different topic in itself. Yes. Like if I be real, jokes aside, jokes aside, it's a like a really long topic and it deserves a video in itself. Okay. Separate video. So now I'll talk about the cons of the relationships, consequences of the relationship. क्या हो सकते हैं वो? I'll share with you. With many pros, there also come some cons. मैंने short क्यों लिखा है इसमें? Of relationships, but it is okay. There are more important part of love. Okay, मैंने गलत पढ़ दिया. But it is okay. They are more of an important part of love life, and only after facing these cons in a healthy manner makes you worthy of love. See, relationships and love is not always about like pretty things, strawberry and cupcakes. No, there are difficult times as well, and you need to like face those times to be actually worthy of love because like of course things change, time changes, and you need to adapt. Relationships are not the end goal of your life, they are a part of your life. So many people treat relationships like when they find a partner, they're like now their life is complete, they don't need to work and all. See, if a someone like who's coming from a really rich family who don't have to work to like build a career, those kind of thing, and you don't need to work hard for getting married, like both of your parents are okay with the marriage, then this uh sorry, this point might not be relevant for you. But for most of us, don't treat relationships like the end goal of your life because it's just a part of your life now. It see, relationships are not going to make your life easy. Okay, it might even make your life even more difficult because now you have someone else to care about. Okay, and and now you have to work hard for giving that person the best life, and it might become difficult for some people. They might think of it as like a burden. If you're feeling it like a burden, then just leave. You don't deserve that relationship, you don't deserve your partner. But it's never a burden. You should grateful that you have the feeling of working hard now, because so many of us are not like that. Okay. Okay. And if life is hard, see, everyone says that life is hard. Okay, so life is hard, I'm not going to deny that. Life is hard. Life is hard. It will remain hard like my big fat boner. No matter what it might, no matter what it might get even harder most of the times. Yes, and if life is hard, it is going to remain hard. Okay. Why the fuck did I mention that? Like I made the PPT 2 days ago, so I don't know in what mood I was. Okay, so this is the next bit of consequences here. Needs too much time. Okay, I agree. You need to give time. It's not a consequences. It's not a con actually. It's just it's a part of relationship. You need to give time, of course. You need to give time to build a relationship. Okay. So for some people, they think of it like a negative way, and if you're taking it in a negative way, you don't deserve your partner. Leave them. Okay. But it's not a negative thing. Okay. You need to give time, and it's good. Having disagreements, yeah, you sometimes you might have disagreements, mainly about future, about goals, but you need to adjust accordingly. What if it didn't work, it did not work out. So yeah, when you're going all in a relationship, there's sometime will be a thought in back of your mind that like there's a chance that it might not work out. So my suggestion to that is you need to make it work out. If it's clear in your head that you want to marry this person, marriage is also not the final goal. Okay, I should be wise with my words. If you have decided you that if you have decided that you want to spend the rest of your lives with this person, then my friend, you need to uh, keep this thought in back of your mind only. Okay, this thought can more be like an anchor. Like then you won't do anything stupid because you know if you do anything stupid, it might not work out. So just keep it in that way, but it's not something you should stress about. Okay, keep most of your focus on what you have right now. What if they cheat? Yeah, because obviously the partner you're dating is a different person. They have a different they have a different personality. They are a different individual, so you can't control their actions. So there might be a thought in your back of mind that they might cheat. So yeah, you need to know what kind of person your partner is, and it's also the job of your partner to make you assure that this is not going to happen. Don't worry about it. Okay, so for this point, my suggestion is to communicate. If you're feeling this, tell them. They'll understand. Don't worry. Okay, so that's my suggestion, and let's see what's in the next slide. Why do we need romantic relationships? I told you the video is going to be long. These are going to be the real benefits, why it is all worth despite of all the cons. Let me check my mobile की battery पहले. It was not charged. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Because god damn अगर phone switch off हो जाता तो मेरे क्लास नहीं थी बहुत मेरी. Okay, so these are going to be the real benefits why it is all worth despite of all the cons. It is not easy to love someone. You need to be brave and bold. Yes. And if you're not brave enough, you will either become one or fail. Yeah. So being in a relationship, a good relationship will make you brave. It keeps you grounded. Like, yeah, it will keep you grounded. You will not do anything foolish. You will not do anything that harms you or your partner. You will be disciplined because you can't fool around with the other people, because you are now accountable to that one person now, because that one person is going to ask, what did you do in that one day? You will have to tell them, and if something not good, they will scold you for it. And that's why you stay grounded and you don't do anything foolish. Makes you self-aware. Yeah, the same point over and over. Self-awareness is really important. It's more like an investment to ensure your good present and good future. Yeah, it's like you are like, it's like an investment that you are safe in future. Okay, you will not have to worry about finding a partner later in life if you are in a good relationship right now. That's what I meant by this point. Okay, don't treat them like an investment. I need to be wise in the words. Why do we? Okay, heals your past trauma. Of course, if you have a good partner, they won't give you any trauma. They will heal all the trauma. It might be difficult for them as well, but if they are a good person, they will help you heal from your past trauma. And yeah, that's why relationship is worth it. Makes you love yourself. Yes, makes you love yourself. And self love is important, as I talked about in previous chapters. No longer insecure. You're no longer insecure about how you look, about anything, because now there's one person who's gonna praise you always, no matter what you do. So you don't need to worry about that. Okay, you have your supporter who's going to support you for the rest of your life. So you will no longer be insecure about anything. You will be appreciated for your efforts. Yes. Emotional intimacy, yes, it is also important. Most of us men don't have any emotional intimacy with everyone, but having a good partner will help you have that emotional intimacy. will save you from dying from a heart attack. Yes, I talked about earlier. Okay, if you have emotional intimacy, you're sharing your feelings every day. You won't die from heart attack, my guy. Good sex. Yes, good sex. The sex is better when it's the person when you are doing it with the person you love. So yeah, sex is better. Good sex. Consistency. The fourth and final chapter. It's 40 minutes already. Oh no, oh god, oh god. And I'm not talking about anything faltu, okay? Everything I talked about is all genuine information. See, it's everything I talked about is my experience from these past 4 months. So of course, 4 months is not a 4 month is not a short time, and I'm still not sharing everything. I'm just telling what I have learned. So of course, the video is going to be long. Consistency. Oh, the first slide of consistency is becoming self-aware. Self-awareness is really important. I think that's now even you know that that's the main thing I learned in every chapter. Becoming self-aware, analyzing your past mistakes and working towards fixing them, not repeating them. आजकल वो मीम वायरल हो रहा है ना, मैं यहाँ पर मुझे वीडियो मिली तो मैं लगा दूंगा यहाँ पर। वो एक साउथ इंडियन लड़का बोलता होता है, मैं मीम लगा दूंगा यार, मुझे याद नहीं क्या बोलता है वो। ठीक है, being consistent after the previous step, just figuring out where you have been wrong won't help you. Yes, just because you know where you have been wrong all this time, it won't help you. Like, of course, you need that, but it won't help you because now you also need to work on fixing that. Fixing that, like whatever wrong you were doing, now you need to fix that as well. You will need to have big balls of steels to be able to do the same task over and over, only to see minimal output initially. Yes, you need big balls for doing the same thing over and over. Like I have been doing programming, learning C language. C language is really difficult, okay? And I've been doing the same thing over and over. I was working, I was making projects for clients, I was making projects for myself, and I was studying. I was doing all these things over and over without seeing a good output initially, but later it worked out. I got paid, of course. So yeah, you need to work on that also. You will. I'm actually tired now. Becoming so self-aware of yourself that you stop wasting your time and find yourself relaxed only when you're working 10 hours a day. That's so me. Like if I've catch myself wasting some my time on something, I'll like be like I'll get anxious, like what am I doing? What I'm doing? I need to work, I need to work. And even sometimes when I have worked entire day, I'll still feel like I haven't worked enough at the end of the day when I'm going to bed, so I don't sleep after that. That's not good. I'll agree it's not good, but sitting idle every time is also not good. So you need to find a balance in that. So if you, especially if you are of my age, if you are around your 90 or like your 20s are going to start, or if you are in 20s, what's stopping you from working 10 hours a day? What's stopping, if I'm saying working, you can also include studying in that. Okay, what's stopping you from working 10 hours a day, huh? Just you have everything, just work. This is the time you are most active. You have all of your energy within you. You are never going to have the same motivation and energy again in your life. So instead of regretting your decisions, just work 10 hours a day daily, and you will thank yourself and me as well. Because I mean, I don't get it why people are not doing it. I don't get it why I was not doing it. It really helps you. It fulfills you. Like for me, I feel really fulfilled after working at least 10 hours a day. Second slide. Most of us never even come to see our potential. Yes, our potential is that we can work 10 or 12 hours a day, and most of us never like reach that potential ever. Then most of us are never going to reach that potential, and that's v- reaching your potential every day. I think that's the biggest point in self improvement that I've learned. Trying your best to meet your potential every day, yes. It will be so satisfying to sleep knowing that you have done everything you could have done. Like you will sleep without any regrets. You won't have any regrets that I didn't do this, I didn't do that. You will feel really fulfilled and satisfied. Hustler mindset. Yeah, hustler's mindset is important. I'm not talking about that kind of hustler mindset like in Instagram reels. You see many reels that have title of hustler's mindset. I'm not talking about that. You need to hustle. You need to actually hustle, okay? And be humble. Be humble. Interact with only those people who can benefit you. And are like you. Never waste your time with people who can potentially be a bad influence. Okay, making friends, I'd say, is not good for people like us. If you are like me, one or two friends are more than enough. I have those two friends in my life and they are more than enough. Just two friends and one girlfriend. That's really all I need. And yes, anything more than that is a waste of your time because I've seen the people in university. They're so stupid. They're not good at anything, and I don't expect them to teach me anything. They'll just waste your time. Okay, okay. It's not a good thing to categorize people. The world is not binary, of course, but you don't have the time to think about this. Okay, you don't have the time to be worrying about it. So that if you want to follow my advice, just listen to this. If you're not finding those two friends, don't chase them. You okay? Don't justify this point by saying I'm socializing because I want to find those two friends. Don't do it. Okay. Most probably, if you are of my age, you have already gone through that phase. Now you are an adult. Just stick with few people only. You don't need so many people. When I say I'm not I'm not saying that you don't need to make connections. Making connections is important, but it needs to be done professionally. Making friends is not same as making connections. Many people forget that, and like they keep in mind before going to university that they're going to make connections so that they can perform well when during their professional life. But instead of making connection, they make friend with foolish people who are of no good. Okay, next slide. Initially you might not see any progress or output your of your consistency, but when the time comes, you will thank yourself for never giving up. The same thing I talked about earlier. The consistency I'm talking about is not concerned to your career only. It is concerned with everything I have told you about this video. In this video, health, career, and relationships. So the consistency I was talking about is not just focused to your career only. Consistency is important in your relationship, your health, and your career, of course. All the topics we learned today are all interconnected, and all of them helped me to get better perspective of life in general. I may catch myself lacking sometimes, but even then, I'm self-aware, and I start working again. Again, self-aware. It's important to be self-aware, my friend. Okay, so what's the next slide? Okay, in the next slides, we will learn how Everything that we learned today in this video is interconnected. To summarize this video, it's been 50 minutes already, and I think 10 मिनट और लगने वाले हैं summarize करने के लिए. Okay, so you see this diagram? I have मैंने बहुत carefully pick किया सारे topics, and I was also amazed that month wise भी जो मैंने सीखा, how everything is so interconnected, and that's why this video is going to be so resourceful for many of you and for me as well. Okay, I don't know how many people are going to watch this. I think I might make this video public on my social media as well, because I really want people to hear this advice. Okay, these advices. Okay, so I might not keep this video a secret anymore. I'll try to share this with everyone. Okay, so you see this diagram. It is a circular diagram. It's a cycle: health, career, relationship, and love and consistency. I'll explain how this is a circular. This is like a cycle. See, in the text, health points towards career. It means that if you have healthy habits, those healthy habits are going to support your career. Just just as I told you that if you have plans for your career, if you have future plans, you need to focus on your health because you want to live long enough to see your dreams come true. So that's why health supports career, and career supports relationships and love. A stable career fosters strong relationships because, see, as I told you, love is not all about strawberries and cupcakes. You need to be serious because you will start living on your own. You will have to earn, and you need to manage your finances. And that's why, if you have a good career, if you are doing good in your life, you you will be you will be doing even better in your relationship. Because, see, what is relationship all about? It's a security. It's an insurance that you will never have to worry about a partner again, because you already have a good partner. And what is relationship? What is career? It is like, if you have a good career and if you are working on a career, it will be like an insurance for your partner and for you, that we will never have to worry about getting broke. We will have all the facilities. We will do everything we plan. So that's how career supports relationship. Okay, so I by this I don't mean that focus on your career first and then uh, choose relationship. These two things can go along if you're focusing on them in a good way, and your partner is understanding enough to understand that career is also important. So yeah, and good relationship supports consistency. Like, it provides consistency because it's the same person every day. And yeah, a good relationship strengthens the consistency, because if you're going to spend your your rest of your life with one person, it means that you are going to stay consistent with that one person. It will teach you consistency. You're going to tell everything you did in the day to your partner. So of course, if you start doing something good, like if you started going to gym, you will tell them every day that I went to gym today as well. And if someday you didn't go to gym, they will ask you, why didn't you go to gym? And they will tell you, okay, go next time if you like. Then you will be like, yeah, I'm accountable. I'm accountable to someone. Okay, someone cares what I'm doing. So you will be consistent. Okay, loving is consistent, working is consistent. That's why relationship supports consistency, and consistency improves your health, improves your overall health, because you need to be consistent in your diet, in everything, to be in a good shape. be healthy. So that's how every chapter we learned in this video supports each other, how it's all a cycle. And I hope you all followed this video, this hour long video. And if you like did watched all of the video, I really thank you. And I hope that you learned something from this video. See, these past 4 months were not easy for me. Okay. But thanks to my girlfriend and my parents, they helped me a lot. Okay. They saved me from going broke many times. And now I'm finally in a situation when I can manage my finances myself. So yeah, I wouldn't be here without my parents, my mother, my father, and my girlfriend. So it's thank to them that I'm here right now and I learned all of these things. And I hope that by watching this video, you also gain some insight on these chapters. I don't expect you to learn all of it immediately because it took me 4 months, but at least you will have an insight of all of it. So yeah, I think my brother is back. I think that's the last slide now. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Follow me on all my social media, Tapixo on all platforms, including Twitter, Instagram, Behance, and AshuCloud on Instagram only. It's my private account. Like private in the sense that I don't post any professional thing on it. But I think I'll make my profile public on that account. So it will be better if you follow me on Instagram. या मैं डिस्क्रिप्शन में भी लिंक डाल दूँगा, ताकि आप सबको सर्च ना करना पड़े ये सब कुछ। 3 मिनट रह गए हैं बस 1 घंटा पूरा होने में। आई एम जस्ट थिंकिंग ऑफ सम एनीथिंग दैट मैं भूला तो नहीं हूँ। हाँ, मैंने कुछ वीडियोज़ में पहले बताया था ना कि मैं चेक बॉक्सेस बना रहा हूँ। मैं जो भी मुझे करना होता है, जो भी मुझे काम याद आता है, आई मेक अ चेक बॉक्स रिलेटेड टू दैट एंड आई हैव अ सेपरेट uh, journal sort of book just to keep those records, and I'm still following it. There I have filled so many check boxes, and when I look at those check boxes and when I'm ticking those boxes, it makes me feel so good. So that will be one more advice from my side: keep a journal in which you make these check boxes. Okay, it helps you a lot. It helps you a lot. Also, do tell me how this necklace is looking. It's referenced from Naruto. I don't know if you have watched it. And yeah, I got some products. My hair, I was having really bad hair fall in these 4 months. So I started doing hair care. Like just few days ago, my mother gifted me some hair products on my birthday. Thank you so much, mother, mummy. Thank you so much. And my skin was so fucked up this entire time. So my girlfriend gave me some products for skincare. So thank you so much to her as well. Yeah. And next video, I think I'll post this video in 2 parts because next video is the next month ही आएगी. ठीक है. So consistency के लिए I might do that कि मैं वीडियो डिवाइड कर दूँ 2 पार्ट्स में. But एक पार्ट में भी सही है मतलब. I don't know what to say यार. 1 घंटा होने वाला है. So it's time to leave. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope the mic was connected the entire time and I was not looking at the camera the entire time. I was looking at myself. I was aware of that, but मेरी आदत छूट गई है तो कैमरा में बोलने की, so can't do anything about that. So yeah, I don't think मेरे से 1 घंटे की वीडियो एडिट होने वाली है, but yeah, that was my presentation. And हाँ, also tell me कि ये प्रेज़ेंटेशन वाला फ़ॉर्मेट कैसा लगा तुम्हें? प्लीज़ आई वांट टू नो, ठीक है? वीडियो एडिट करते वक़्त मैं प्रेज़ेंटेशन पूरी डाल दूँगा, ठीक है? हाँ, so that you can read the bullet points. Thank you so much for watching this video. It's me, Ashutosh, aka Depixo, leaving, and I'll talk to you next month, I guess, when I'm again back at my home. Okay, बहुत बड़ी बन के वीडियो, शिट ब्रो।